Hey guys, and welcome to the third and final part of our full season impressions and our 1 year anniversary, so it's all special and stuff. I am joined by two magnificent people with amazing faces. I have with me the elegant girl of eternal summer, Miss BizarreJelly5.
Oh, that's the best. Oh,
And,
that's so good.
and I also have the beautiful, boisterous bad boy Bishi BakaShift.
Oh man, I love alliterations, you're my hero.
Alliteration's really great, I love it. I use it whenever I can. Anyway, we're here to talk about sequels and movies and probably some other stuff as well. If you have just started watching this one and you haven't been to visit BakaShift and BizarreJelly5's channel, we have two other parts there waiting for you where we talk about other fantastical anime, which you should definitely watch. And you'll get a lot of the jokes we'll probably make in this one, because that's what happens as we go along.
We create new running jokes every season.
Just so you know...
Hashtag YOLO Koki. You won't get that, but that's fine.
Free might be mentioned. And also sunrise and hand dicks. So, we're going to talk about Gundam Build Fighters Try, and that will be the one show on this list I can properly pronounce. And this is a sequel to the original Gundam Build Fighters, and I believe Alan's got an opinion on this, because I think he's the only one out of us who's watched it.
I haven't even finished season 1, because I'm an idiot. Well, the main reason I haven't...
I got an
What?
opinion. I got an opinion. Where the fuck is Bear Guy?
Because Bear Guy's not on the poster.
Right.
Ebby, is your Bear Guy to hand? Do you want to show everyone how big a fan you are of Bear Guys?
No, my Bear Guy's all gone to bed. It's on my dressing table.
He's currently your bed guy.
My
Still
Bear
a Bear Guy.
I love Bear Guy. I like building Gunpla, but I don't like robots too much, which is a shame because that means I can do 2 Gunpla things in my entire life, being Bear Guy 1 and Bear Guy 3, because there is no Bear Guy 2.
I still think you get a kick out of the hot pink Lacus Klein custom Blazaku Phantom concert version.
Can I get it?
Strike Rouge! Strike Rouge all the
Probably
way.
less.
Oh, maybe I will then, because I like pink. Pink's a good
It's got
colour.
like sparkly stickers and stuff as well.
Oh, baby, find it for me. I'll buy it.
I will do. But yeah, I haven't finished the first Build Fighters yet because I've got a couple of bros in my life that really like Gundam along with me, IRL people, and we watch we like marathon Age together. So we're gonna marathon Build Fighters and Unicorn together at some point. So that's why I haven't finished it. But if it ends up being too long in the future, we can marathon season 2 of Build Fighters as well.
Yeah.
But I loved the first season of Build Fighters, the bits I saw of it. I watched probably the first 10 episodes or so, and it is Gundam fan service. People like me, we love Gundam and love building Gunpla. It's just kind of like, it's for people like me. It's just like, look, here's a Hyakushiki, but white. And it's like, oh, I know that. So it's just like they throw in all the different suits from all the different series, put variations on them, and it's top fun.
And it had Bear
And
Guy.
it had Bear Guy. And that's
I'm
all
going
we
to put a
say.
picture of
It's
Bear
very
Guy on
simple.
the screen right now. Isn't it good?
Yep.
So that's...
And I just like, and this is actually quite cool because we're getting 2 Gundam things airing in the same season.
Didn't that happen
And
last
a whopping,
time Build Fighters aired? We also had another Gundam series? I can't remember what it was. It was probably,
we just had Build Fighters and Buddy Complex.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, I got 2
But there's
Sunrise
so much
ones
Sunrise
mixed
this
up.
season because we've got Reconquista NG, we've got Cross Ange, we've got this, we've got the Buddy Complex OVAs, and then there's like a few other Sunrise things as well.
Yeah.
Which
They've
We
gone
aren't
all
talking
out.
about because they look like cream.
Nope. Sunrise is going ham with the robots. But anyway, that's all there is to say about that. If you watch the first season of Build Fighters, you will watch the second season of Build Fighters.
And I don't know who's making this Build Fighters thing apart from just Sunrise, but whoever does the merchandising,
Bandai.
Bandai. Thank you, obviously. Could you make a Bear Guy too?
And a Bear Guy 4, 5 and 6.
Yeah, just one like a panda.
Bear
Actually,
Guy
to be honest,
Infinity.
just make a Master Grade Bear Guy 3, and that's enough, to be honest, probably.
Oh, that'd be weird. I'd do that.
Because it's currently just a little high grade. Could have made a Master Grade. And then the little flute accessory would be just like massive and detailed and pro.
Okay, we've got a plan, and I will buy it, and I'm sure other people will buy it because Bear Guy's great.
Well, it's one of those animes where you can really talk about the merchandise that come out of it, because it is based around merchandise.
It's like a 25 episode toy advert, let's be real.
But speaking of build, and we're building towards the next anime, and that is the second season of Hitsugi no Chaika, Avenging Battle, which I believe...
Man, you're good at building segues,
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
I was pretty proud of that. But I believe that I was on Twitter at one point, and Alan said he wasn't that happy with the ending of the first season. I'm not sure. I might be putting words in your mouth, but I remember a lot of people thought it would end at some more progressive point. Like, doesn't she have a job where she's got to get bones and stuff?
Yeah, basically the reason I didn't like how season 1 ended was because nothing was resolved whatsoever. It was just like in the middle of nothing. But we're getting another season, so that's fine. To be honest, I can't like have a go at a show for not being finished when it is getting a second season and when it's kind of like there's only a season break in between them.
Can I just say, shout outs to Bones for doing a sequel. Don't make it suck like Eureka 7 or Darker Than Black.
Well, I think the difference here is this is less of a sequel and more of just like a second half, as you just said, like a continuation of the same thing. Because it's not like here's a thing happening way off in the future with like different characters or whatever. This is literally just the next day. Let's carry on with the story. Because
I would like to say though, I just called out Darker Than Black season 2 and I feel bad because I actually kind of like that series.
I think you just called it out because everyone hates it.
Yeah.
But so I take it neither of you have seen the first season of Chaika yet. I really enjoyed it.
Just watch it all.
Yeah, I did really enjoy Chaika. Well, to be honest, actually, this season isn't gonna adapt at all because the light novels are still ongoing. So we'll probably get a Chaika 3 one day, maybe, unless they kind of hammer random ending into this one.
No kidding, it's
But
Bones.
first season of Chaika, it had a really kind of interesting world and lore to it. And the setup of the story, like, it's one of those shows where this kind of ragtag group are kind of put together through situations that none of them were aware of to begin with, and like the little group that you follow is really cool. Like there's a girl, a little lolly that turns into a dragon, so that's cool. And it's just like I like the technology and kind of the steampunky feel of it with its like integration of magic and everything. And Chaika herself is just like adorable. Bless you.
We've got our very own Chaika.
She's one of those characters that talks in like really kind of broken up Japanese, where it's just kind of like she doesn't talk the language really well, and it's just it just moes me out of this world.
It was season 1 worth a watch.
Definitely.
Season 2 going to be worth a watch.
Yeah.
There you go then.
I'd say the main reason season 1 is worth a watch is because season 2 is the thing. Because if season 1 ended as it did, it would just be like flip tables.
So are you seeing this one ending sort of on a good note, or like because you think it's probably going to go for a bit longer? Do you reckon they'll end somewhere solid?
I'm not sure. I'm almost certain this is just going to be a one core follow-up. And I obviously don't know anything about the light novels, but in terms of where it was in the story and where, you kind of know where it needs to end up for it to be resolved, that is way off. And I can't see that happening in another 12 episodes, but we'll see. I'm not sure how long the light novels are going on for. They might even be done by now. All I know is that when I finished season 1, I saw that the light novels were still ongoing. So,
well, I'm hoping it works.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of works...
I see what you're doing, Pat.
Let's hope that Fatestay Night Unlimited Blade works!
Yay.
Put a lot less effort into that.
I find it crackers that I'm the only person in this video that cares about this.
Can I say why I don't care about it?
Of course you can.
Haven't finished Fate Zero yet. I haven't watched Fatestay Night either.
Me either. Can I watch this, Alan? Will it ruin the story? Because it looks cool.
Man, you know what? Before, the biggest advice I would ever give to anyone, before this was a thing, was like, you watch the original Fatestay Night first, and then you watch Fate Zero, because if you watch the original Fatestay Night after you've watched Fate Zero, you will hate it.
Okay.
But now...
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Basically, all I'm going to say about the original Fatestay Night, the Studio Dean adaptation. I haven't seen the original Unlimited Blade Works film. I am one of a rare breed of people that actually does really like the original Fatestay Night, and I'm someone who honestly can't even see its faults, just because, I'm not sure if you two have this, but when you are that familiar with the story, that's just the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, I understand
and
you
you can't fault
entirely.
it just because, yeah, just because that's how it's always been for you. Like, I watched, like, Fatestay Night, the original series, was one of the first shows I watched. It was probably the fourth show I watched or something, when I first got into anime. And I've 100%ed the visual novel, and honestly, the first adaptation that Studio Dean did of the Fate scenario is a pretty good rendition of the Fate scenario from the visual novel. It is the weakest of the three, and Unlimited Blade Works is probably my favourite of the three, with Heaven's Feel, I'd say, potentially being the best, which is really cool that we're actually getting both this as a full-length series and Heaven's Feel as a film, which is just awesome. Because I was like initially really wanting this to be Heaven's Feel because that needs an adaptation, but that becoming a film is honestly a better idea because mainly because Sakura being the heroine, and she's by far the least popular of all the heroines, so her getting her being the heroine of the definitive adaptation of Fatestay Night doesn't really work, but it being a film on the side, I really support that. But at the end of the day, this is Fatestay Night being adapted by UFO Table, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. Like, UFO Table a long time ago set the bar for how good animation can look, and we don't know who the series composer is, we don't know who's sorting out the script on this, but I mean, having played through the Unlimited Blade Works scenario, I haven't seen the film, so I don't know how good that adaptation was, but I've heard it's very rushed and kind of pieced together, but it's a bloody good ride. The story you go through, it's incredible. Because, I mean, one of the... Sorry to be completely going off on my...
That's okay, go for it.
And like, having you two sit there in silence, but the biggest complaint everyone always has for the original Fatestay Night is just of how weak a character Shiro is. And he gets unlimited development in this scenario. It's like... You get so much more of an insight into why he is how he is and what his relevance is and how important he is, and just so good. And the director's the person who did the 6th Karano Kyokai film and a few Fate Zero episodes, so they're familiar with how UFO Table do their things. And thing I'm most excited about of the last few years, this is my thing. Like, I am happy to admit that I am a Fate universe fanboy. I just love it. Right. And one final thought before I pass over to move on is that I also really like that they're doing exactly as they did with Fate Zero. They're not doing 2 cores in one. They're going to do like a single core show, take a break, do a second core show, which is the best way to put your budget into something, make sure it looks the best by taking a break and kind of like getting your funds together and taking your time with things.
That's how they did Fate Zero, basically.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And that's probably the main reason why Fate Zero looks so good, because when you're able to take a break in the middle, it's just like, okay, we can actually sort this out properly instead of kind of being rushed to deadlines for a full, 6 months.
Alright, I better give it a go if you feel such unconditional love towards it. It must be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, at this point, to anyone out there who hasn't yet to enter this franchise, which is very few people, to be honest, watch Fate Zero, then watch this. Because now that this is out, there isn't much reason to watch the Studio Dean adaptation, unless you really want to experience the Fate scenario.
Do you want a history lesson of YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
I started doing YouTube when Fate Zero was just about to come out, and pretty much everybody was doing episode reviews of Fate Zero because it was so unbelievably hyped up.
Because it's so unbelievably good.
Just loved it. So...
Only thing is, this thing's got nothing to do with Gen Urobuchi. And rightly so, because he didn't write he had nothing to do with the original visual novel. So.
Therefore, it's going to be shit. Let's move on.
Well, Fatestay Night, I imagine, has a blade in it, not unlike a show called Log Horizon, which has a sequel. That's not my best segue, but Log Horizon 2 is happening.
Right.
And
now Tsugu has a sword.
Yeah.
And so does Kate Sith.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what I find funny is as at the time we're recording this, Ebby hasn't seen Log Horizon. At the time you're watching this, we did a Knuckle Anime Club about it yesterday, so Ebby has seen Log Horizon.
Yeah.
So if you want to know Ebby's thoughts on season 1 of Log Horizon,
You know what? I
Can
think
watch
I'm
Log
really
Horizon.
gonna like it.
oh yeah,
I think I'm
you,
really,
de-
really
you
gonna
definitely
like it.
are. You definitely are.
What do you think
So I
season
guess
2
I'm
is going to be
excited
about,
the
Ebby?
sequel. I think it's going to be about their adventures in the game world, and that guy with the glasses will
He'll turn
continue
up.
to be awesome.
Sure away, man.
And then I
He's
will buy the
he's
West
such a
set.
boss.
That's my
I
prediction.
love him.
I will buy the West set.
Yeah, you will. Even though the TD is arse, it's really bad.
I'm not going to buy a TD. I'm going to buy the whole set, every single card, at least
Oh,
4
man.
copies of.
Whoa, the level 3 Akatsuki's like 3,000 yen, Ebby.
Yep, I'm rich. That was a joke. That's not a true statement. I'm sorry for lying.
Ebby has to go sell a
Yeah.
kidney after this.
Have you seen season 1 of Log Horizon, Pat?
I've seen the first episode and I remember really liking it, but I just didn't pursue it like I should have. And I know that a lot
it's
of
one
people
of
have
those
said
things.
it's a really good sort of game-based anime, so I really want to get into it. But
Yeah.
I better watch it for
I'm
Akko
going
as
to try
well.
and plow through how my opinion on Log Horizon briefly, because there's going to be a full Akko Anime Club of it yesterday. So you can go see full opinions then. But and also without mentioning Sword Art Online, because that's kind of the big trap that Log Horizon fell into, is that like you can't talk about it without talking about Sword Art Online.
Well, that's because
But
the synopsis was
it's-
it's like Sword Art Online.
Yeah, the things that step it up, it genuinely feels like a video game. Like the characters are so bloody strong, like some or most of them anyway. And I just really like the world. I really like how it deals with kind of the politics of the situation they're in and everything like that. And towards the end of season 1, it was very much like, okay, where's this going? Where's this going to wrap up? And it's like, okay, it's not going to wrap up. It needs a season 2 because again, it's one of those things like with Chaika that we were just talking about, and it's an ongoing light novel series. I'm not sure if it's ongoing, but it's a light novel series that had a lot more to be adapted than what the first season did.
Fair
And
enough.
I'm looking forward to see where they go with the world, because they set up a very good kind of system of politics and like deciding exactly how things were working and how they were going to deal with everything. So it's good, and you should watch Log Horizon because database. Whoa.
Well,
Database.
I will definitely watch Log Horizon. Well,
Mhm.
I can't think of a good segue for this next one because it deserves no segue to bring attention to it. Musashi Zakusho, the second part of the second season, which
Is this Mushi Zakusho?
yes, I guess so.
Maybe.
Should be called.
I'm kind of glad that they actually took a break after the first part because it means they took their
Yeah.
time finishing it off. They didn't just go, "Oh,
Yeah.
we need to bang this out
So-
really quickly." People are
Like exactly the same thing as what we were
Yeah.
saying with Fatestay Night. It's like I love it when studios do this.
Mm.
Because it's just like we take a break to consolidate our budget and make it so we can actually make this as good as we possibly can instead of trying to just like throw it in.
Can
Oh.
I give my opinions
Mhm.
of the first half of this series? Because I think I was kind of like pretty accurate when we were talking about it before. When I was
Yeah.
saying I don't think you'll really need to watch the first series before Zakusho.
Yeah.
Because I think that was totally accurate. Like I don't honestly think that you get a whole lot out of watching the first season if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we kind of had that proved with the Economic Club we did on it, which is sadly lost and will never be seen by anyone because Justin TV Ugu. But I mean,
You're
Cam
not
got
from
just as much out of it as any of us did, and he hadn't seen season 1, so.
But I do recommend the first season because it's got an amazing episode about Ginkgo in there somewhere.
I think I recommend the first season because it's got an amazing everything about everything.
Yeah, but
But it's hard to say much about
more
this
over that episode
upcoming
of Ginkgo
because
is
it's
incredible.
it's just gonna be more of the
I
good thing
don't,
that
I don't know what
is.
to say. Yeah, it's just going to be more Musashi,
Yeah,
which I am
It's
super
more
excited
of the same,
for.
more of the same.
And I really hope I manage to watch it weekly because I fell behind and then I got to that point where I was watching lots of it in one go and I
Yeah.
find it so exhausting for some
Yeah,
reason.
it's not a show you can watch like that. You put on a couple before you go to bed.
Yeah,
As,
it's
as, our,
sleep
as our
time
buddy
show.
Tristan described when we were doing the episode,
Sleep
something you
time
put on a bit off before you to chill you out, to relax you.
and if you're
And
not, yeah.
we didn't put it in the last video because we'd just be repeating ourselves. But there's also some specials coming out alongside it, which again, that's going to be more Musashi.
I'm excited because I love Musashi.
It's great. And if you're not careful,
And then hopefully in a couple seasons' time, we'll be like, yeah, new Kino's game coming out. Yeah.
Yep, they're my dreams.
That would be
I
paramount.
will do episode reviews, episode
Eddie.
reactions. I'll do everything.
Free season 3 or Kino's Journey second season?
Don't make me choose. No. Because I
gonna
want
make
them for totally different
Every
reasons.
Kino's Journey is your favourite anime
Of all
ever.
time.
How could
No,
you
but-
possibly choose anything over it?
Alan, my husband all lives there.
Well, I was gonna make a
Where would I
sweet
possibly
segue before,
choose?
but it's gone now. So I'm gonna do it anyway. If you're not careful, Mushi can pass you by. Psychopass 2. Psychopass 2. It's
Pat,
happening.
can I just say, I love you. You're like a welcome bowl of crunchy nut cornflakes.
Well, that is what I've aspired to be over the years. Shall we talk about Psychopass? I think Alan.
Is this
Is
another
able
one
to.
where Alan's just going to be like,
I'm just gonna.
Alan
like,
did an
sit back,
incredible
sync
review
off
of the
stream.
first season.
yeah.
You should go watch that.
I
I
am
was gonna go
so
to the bureau, but then I got high.
I am so bloody fond of Psychopass. It probably is my favourite Urabuchi series. Yeah, I do like Psychopass more than Fate Zero, which is ridiculous. But I think that's just kind of down to when I rewatched it to make my review, and just kind of like, I don't know, it might sound cheesy or whatever, just how much making that review, how fun making that review was, because I have like such fond memories of just the entire process of creating that review and how happy I am with how that thing came out. So Psychopass is just kind of a show that I hold very dear to me now.
Yeah.
And so it getting more, as I said at the end of my review, as I have said at various points before, Psychopass completely wrapped up the story that it had and left you with room for more in that the characters' lives went on. It didn't need to have a second series because what you were given was resolved, but it gave you a situation where there is definitely room for more in the universe.
Is this
And,
a situation where if it's shit, you can deny its existence? And just say there was only
no.
one season?
No, because obviously we're talking about Eureka 7AO here.
Yeah.
And what Eureka 7AO did was take the original, bend it over, and Roger it silly until everything that was good about the franchise just kind of flopped into a dead puddle of I hate life on the floor.
Isn't that what the civil system does?
Potentially. But I mean, the only worry about Psychopass Season 2 not living up to how much I loved Season 1 is that Urabuchi isn't writing it. And it's Yubakata, the guy who did Marduk Scramble, and the guy who's doing who did Ghost in the Shell Arise. So I haven't seen Marduk Scramble. The only thing I've seen that this guy has written is a Heroic Age, which is kind of like this weird like monster mecha series from ages ago that was all right. It was mediocre. It wasn't great. But I mean, I haven't seen Marduk Scramble. Supposedly, it's actually pretty good. And I mean, him working on Ghost in the Shell, which is one of the biggest like lines you can draw with Psychopass, is very similar to Ghost in the Shell. So the guy knows cyberpunk. The guy knows the genre. The guy knows what he's doing. So I think I have faith that this guy is going to be able to continue what Urabuchi started well, and I couldn't be looking forward to it more. I mean, it could let me down, but oh well. I want to review Psychopass again, and I will,
You get to.
no matter what.
Don't say
So,
that on the internet, because then if you don't,
People will tell you.
people will quote you.
it better have a good opening.
Data
Because
face.
Season 1 had 2 bloody amazing openings and 2 bloody amazing endings, and it was like, oh, 'cause I feel so good. Anyway, I'll stop going off on things. Oh no, I have to carry on going off on things because the next show is another thing that only I've
Yeah.
seen.
We're going to take the high road and go on to Mushi Pedal. Did I say it right? Yawamushi?
Yes, you
Yawamushi Pedal,
Mushi
Grande
Pedal.
Road. Grand Road, probably. Grande. It's a grande.
Can I
big
just
coffee.
apologise, people of Pat's channel, for the fact that this entire video is just me talking about sequels to shows only I've seen.
Oh, I sneeze again, sorry.
Come to my channel. Get ample BakaShift.
Bless you, Ebby.
Bless Ebby.
10 out of 10. Ebby sneezing.
Animate that.
Alright,
Okay.
so Mushi Pedal.
I want to
Season
watch
one.
Mushi Pedal because it looks really good and it's about a guy that buys Gunpla.
Yeah.
It is.
And
At
right.
the start of Yo Pedal, like two of the main characters meet each other because the main guy's in Akiba buying Gunpla, and he helps this other guy buy Gunpla for his little brother.
Oh.
Pro. Yo Pedal Season 1 is a sports anime. We haven't spoken about one of those yet in this BakaMeltingJelly series, which is pretty crackers because it's usually just me getting hype about Kuroko or Ippo or something. And Yo Pedal Season 1 was very good. It was a very good sports anime. It had its problems here and there. It got a bit slow during some of the training parts, but that happens a lot in longer sports anime. I mean, like, it's nowhere near as bad as in something like Shield 21, where there were like 18 episode spans of training in deserts that was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
why am I watching this?
I'm getting that from
And
a
then
few
you get
sports shows
reminded
at the
why you're
moment.
watching it. Pardon?
I'm getting that from a few sports shows I'm watching at the moment. It's just like...
Yeah, there are bits in certain in sports anime that go on for longer, where the training goes on a bit long. But
Yeah.
it always redeems itself. Like iShield particularly, there were parts where it's just like, okay, this is awesome, this is bloody good. And Yo Pedal Season 1 was like that at times, but the biggest problem with Yo Pedal Season 1 is its ending. Because it's not like... It was like, okay, it's at the end of a race, there's still races to go, but it's over. Season 1 ends about a kilometre from the finish line of one of the
Spoilers.
big races,
Spoilers.
and it's like, fuck you.
That's...
You end my show with, like, freaking seasons to go until the next one. You end my show a kilometre from the finish line. Oh! I was so angry. And it's so annoying because, like, I can't watch this weekly at all. So I've got to wait. If it's going to be another 50 episodes, I've got to wait another year.
So you're saying they got around your... You know how you watch like sports anime once they're finished so you can get it all done in one go? They
Yeah.
went around that and they screwed you over in the end.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my
They were
God.
just like, ha! I was just like, how fucking dare you?
There's this British
It would be
YouTuber and
like
he
if a
thinks he
season
can
of
get away
Kuroko
with not
ended.
watching it weekly. We'll get him.
It's like, if a season of Kuroko ended with it's like, oh, Kagami's about to dunk the ball.
For the winning
See you
point.
in a year. Just like, screw you.
Can I just say, when I've not known what to do with myself on a video, I just put on a fake moustache. I'm just wearing a fake moustache.
How often has that fake mustache gone on?
Like 3 times, you know.
Is that the fake mustache from that photo?
Yeah.
Oh man, that fake mustache is great.
I got it out of a Christmas cracker, for those of you curious.
It's the best kind.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about Yo Pedal. I'm going to watch it when it's done, and hopefully the second season won't have the same kind of ending as season 1 did. Because that was the biggest punch in the dick I've ever received.
It was all for you.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I think I want to talk about this one. I'm the one who put this on the list because it's Tenchimio, and it's an OVA series, I think, or just a very short series.
It's short. It's going to be airing on telly, so it's not technically an OVA.
The reason
It's a 50 episode short series.
Tenchimio was one of the first animes I properly started watching. It was the OVA series, which was weirdly one of the only things available from that series. I never saw the actual series, I only saw the OVAs. But I saw this and I thought, you know what, this is another chance for me to get back into Tenchimio, and I want to watch it. It looks interesting. The art style looks different.
The OVAs of Tenchimuyo were the first entry into the franchise. Like the OVAs are what everyone remembers. The Ryo-Oki
Love
OVAs.
those.
Because I really want to watch them again. Because I watched them dubbed
Yeah,
on telly as a child before I knew what anime was.
likewise.
And Ryoko was like my waifu before I knew what waifus were.
And before Inori existed.
Before Inori existed.
Say sorry to Inori.
She understands.
Say
I don't
You have
need
an
to.
understanding.
I don't need to. She understands.
Say sorry to Inori.
Sorry to Inori.
Oops.
I've never seen Tenchimuya, so out of this
Yeah.
discussion too, I'm just here to wear a fake mustache and pretty much do nothing.
I'm not actually going to watch this anytime soon. If I watch it, it'll be after I've watched everything else Tenchi Muyo, because I mean, I don't even know what I've seen. I've just seen whatever was on telly when I was a young'un at various points. But some when I really don't want to go through and just watch everything. Watch Tenchi Muyo, watch Tenchi in Tokyo, which is meant to be terrible.
Yeah. Well,
Just go for it, man.
I can't.
Just go ham on the Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, I'm keen. I can't even, like, it's... Because I haven't seen the series for a very long time, I can't tell if Tenchi looks different now, or it's just the thumbnail is of different characters.
I feel like it's completely different people
Yeah.
from what I read of it.
Which might not be a bad thing, that might be just, like, a new take on the series, which is never a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's just like... Might be some next level thing, where it's like...
I wonder if short series. Sorry.
Sorry?
I wonder if short series are like. Do they count as like 2-minute things? Because one of the short series that I started watching last season was Yamano Susume, season 2.
Great series.
Well, I started watching it. I mean, I watched the first episode, and then Crunchyroll didn't update it anymore, so there's no other episode after that on Crunchyroll. So,
Wow.
but I thought they were going to be like 2-minute episodes, and they're like 15-minute episodes, and that still counts as short. So I don't know if that.
Yeah, short is anything less than a standard half-hour time slot with adverts, basically. So anything from Wusa to whatever, through Tonari no Sekikun, all that stuff. Anything that's less than like 22 minutes after ads.
So maybe this will be like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to actively be like, yeah, it's 50 episodes, and then make it particularly long.
You will find out in October.
Woohoo!
Yeah, well.
And now, we'll go from shorts to longs in the form of movies.
And you know how it's said on the screen and everything, movies with a plural, it's just one.
Yeah, we're
Because
just
I was
talking
going to
about
talk
the
about the Yoapeda film,
one.
and I was just like, the Yoapeda film is just a flipping recap of the series, which means the film is just going to end a kilometre away from the end.
There's also the
So fuck
Attack
that
on
film.
Titan one, which is just also another recap.
Yeah.
Basically, recap movies are pants,
recap
and
movies
people
go,
need to
go.
stop doing them, because I get excited about things like the Star Driver movie, and they turn out to not be very good.
But there is one film
There is one.
I'm going to talk about.
It's. Do you want to say it? Because
man.
Rokuen
It's your video,
Sueho, expelled from paradise. I'm going to assume I said that badly, but I'm going to continue on and say
That's
it's
fine by me, bro.
It's a series about a girl with very long hair and a giant robot, and a guy with his back
Yep.
to her. I'm saying
What?
that because
Right.
I'm looking at it. It says Gen Urobuchi, and I imagine it's going to have some sort of nice setup, and then something disastrous is going to happen. Not
Can
disastrous
I
in
just
the
ask, why are we talking about robots so much this this season?
It's because anime was like, Alan's pretty cool. We like that guy. Let's give him some
No, it's
food.
autumn. It's the
Well,
time of
I'm
year when
not-
all the robots fall out of the trees.
I'm not happy, because I don't like robots apart from ones that are like bears or pink ones that have sparkles.
Well, maybe this one's pink. It's not, but it might be.
It's blue. Blue's sort of pink, in a not very blue
Anyway.
way.
So this is a entirely CG thing, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
It's entirely CG, but it looks proper good as well. Which is like, CG can be done well, as I said in the first video, as I'll probably say next season and every other thing. You have to get used to mecha being CG now. That's just what the medium's decided is a thing. And
You sound so
it's-
bitter when you say that.
No, Captain Earth wasn't full CG, so we're like, thanks Captain Earth. Whoops, just hit my desk.
Thanks, Captain
Captain
Earth.
Earth wasn't
You were
full
probably
CG.
not that good because you were made by the same team as Star Driver, and Star Driver was probably not that good, but I still liked it anyway. So
Captain Earth. It went through a time where it's just like, wait, fight of the week, and now it's actually doing something. I'm enjoying Captain Earth now.
I'm gonna get back into it.
Even though some people will say it's like the worst thing ever, it's like cancer for anime, but no.
I'm running on a theory that Star Driver and Captain Earth together somehow. There's links. Because there was that one
Oh,
episode.
can you imagine if in the last episode Tacto showed up? Oh man.
Oh.
I'm putting the mustache down.
The
I'm ready.
The
I'm ready.
mechanical designs of those two shows could be any more different.
But they talked about
Oh.
libido in one episode, and libido comes up lots. And it was cool.
I know. But it's just like Cybodies are just kind of like these ultra
well,
lanky,
Anyway,
awesome
I think we're getting to
We're
childbearing
getting really
active.
off topic, and it's
Anyway, this
Raku
film,
and Suho.
Gen Urobuchi's writing it, so I'm going to watch it.
Okay.
And it's animated in CG, but it looks decent. So it's a film. We've got no fucking idea what it's going to be about, seeing as the story description is Gen Urobuchi's original anime.
that's all you need to know.
Yeah, pretty much. Slap that guy's name on it and I'll watch it. It's very popular to hate on Gen Urobuchi, but I love the guy, so whatever.
You watch him again and again, Urobuchi.
Hey, Pat, did I ever mention that I love you?
Once or twice, but it's good to hear it repetitively. Anyway, I think that was our last show, last movie rather, but I think we got to the end.
Bedtime. It's
But
bedtime.
now, it's 11, we started this at like 7.
Yeah.
And I am ready
Well,
to
it's
sleep.
7 for me.
So
Anyway, we should wrap this up so everyone can have a...
I want to say something else actually before we wrap it
Go
up.
ahead, BakaShift.
We're all going to meet each other.
Yes.
We're all meeting each other next April.
It's going to be
oh,
great.
you excited, internet? You're not even going to be there, and you're excited.
You follow us on Twitter, you'll see selfies. You'll see hashtag TeamBakaMeltingJelly selfies. And it'll be pro.
It's going to be great.
I'm so excited.
So
I'm
there you
so
go.
excited. It's obnoxious. Oh. I'm a con. Okay.
Not just Amicon, I'm going to England. I'm gonna discover my roots.
Yeah, we're just like, we're going
Yeah.
on a
I'm
convention, and
sorry,
you're like,
Pat,
I'm travelling
but
to the
it
other
is-
side of the world.
I'm gonna
It's
take a
kind of a waste of
23-hour
money
flight.
because England isn't very good. Like, we're pretty cool, but the rest of England isn't very good.
Yeah. People travel over to just see you guys. That's what I'm doing.
It's just like, our national dish is fish and chips.
And
And
curry.
Wait, fish
in
and
curry.
chips?
Our national dishes are just food from other countries, but
Yeah,
packaged differently.
Pretty much. Anyway,
Like,
I'm
doner
keen for that.
kebab.
Alright,
can we end this video because I need to pass out now?
Alright, we'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining me, you two. I hope you'll come back again
No
next season. Are you,
No, it's just
who are we
the
kidding?
year contract's over.
Really, yeah.
We got cancelled.
Ah.
The bucket has been kicked.
Anyway,
We're gonna go off and do our own thing. Spin-offs. It's just gonna be Team Baka. And
Team Baka, Team Melting, and Team Jelly.
I'm not even on Team Jelly because that's a stupid name.
Oh, can I be Team Jelly?
Sure.
Can I be a
Right,
Team
Team
Jelly
Team
too?
Jelly.
Okay, I'll be Team Baka and Team Melting, but separately.
Whoa, that's next level.
Alright, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go check out those other ones, and if you feel like going back in history, we have done a whole year's worth of these videos that you can check out on pretty much any playlist that we have on our channels, I think. Until next time, I hope all your animes are very good ones, and until then, bye.
A Kamega kill isn't very good.
No! You jerked me so well.